Hey, here we are in Indianapolis International Airport. It's day zero because we're getting ready to take off. Actually, we were supposed to leave at 1 o'clock, and now we're at 2:35.
2:35.
Yes. So we're doing the thing, the advice that everybody gave us, being flexible.
Very flexible.
And speaking of flexible, we originally planned to land in Amsterdam Monday and stay there till Thursday.
Yeah.
But the person we're buying our camper from is having a wedding. So
In Bosnia.
And they're closing up shop on Wednesday, so they're coming to get us Tuesday. So our turnaround is going to be very quick. So probably the next couple of times you see us, we will be tired and confused on what time it is.
Very confused. And just to show how relaxed we are, there's the dog. She's chilling. She's got no problem. Made it through security absolutely fine. Everything was wonderful. It's Salsa's first flight, so first of many. So, bye.
All right, so that was us before we even got on a plane in Indianapolis International Airport, and we had about an hour and a half delay. So during the delay, some of the airline people enjoyed the dog being around.
Very much so.
And meeting Salsa. One of the things that we knew from before, from Kasey having a service dog, was being able to let them go to the bathroom.
Salsa is my second service dog. My first service dog, his name was Nacho. And so now we have Salsa.
So at one point we had Nacho and Salsa together.
Yeah.
So, but Nacho had flown 18 times, I think.
18 times.
So being able to have him go to the bathroom between flights was kind of a necessity. But 10, 12 years ago when we did it, they took him outside. They had a little outside spot. Apparently since then, airports have installed pet bathrooms.
Pet relief stations.
And she can talk about the experience because she's the one that took Salsa to try to go at one.
Okay. Salsa will go potty on demand. I have to tell her to go potty, and she may take 5 seconds, 10 seconds to kind of sniff around and find her place, and then she'll go. So these pet relief stations are basically, they took a family bathroom, and where the toilet would be, they kind of put fake grass down, a fake fire hydrant, and 2 little sprinkler systems in the floor. And then there's a sink to wash your hands and stuff over here. However, Salsa, no matter how much I told her or commanded her, wanted nothing to do with the fake grass. It smelled horrible. I can't blame her. She would go in there, I would make her stand there, and she would hold 1 or 2 of her paws up because she did not want to go there, and she wanted out. So she absolutely refused to do it, and quite frankly, I couldn't blame her because it was disgusting. They were not good. It was much better the other way, where they just kind of, you get on a cart and they drive you to an outdoor place and the pet goes. But
yeah, so perspective, when we left from the airport from our daughter's house, it was about 8:30 a.m. Eastern time or Indianapolis time. So as we go along, you will see how long Salsa held her potty going because this was an issue because and we'll touch just a little bit on the service dog thing. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons that we have Salsa is because Kasey has seizures. And so from time to time, when we're on camera, she might actually have a mouth guard in that helps protect her teeth. So if you hear a little bit of a lisp, that's
why,
what it is. So
is I wear it because if I have a seizure, or even when I don't, I tend to clench my mouth very tight. And I have shattered a couple of my teeth, and therefore the dentist has given me a mouth guard. And unfortunately, when I talk with it, apparently I sound like I have my tongue pierced, but I don't. So, so you might hear a little lisp sometimes. It's safest if I wear it all the time.
So we finally got ready to get on our plane.
Yeah.
It was a very small plane. At max, it had like 4 seats wide. It was 2 seats on one side, the aisle, and 2 seats. The aisle was not very wide either.
Yeah, it was 2 seats and 2 seats.
And they were giving many warnings before we got on the plane about how your luggage may not fit in the overhead bay if it's a regular piece of luggage. My camera bag didn't. I had to try to squeeze it under the seat in front of us. So it wasn't the most comfortable flight in the world, but we still thought, because originally we had 3 hours between our flights when we landed at JFK and then we left for Amsterdam. So with an hour and a half delay, we thought, well, we still have an hour and a half. So we're thinking, well, maybe we'll grab something to eat or something else.
See if there's a place the dog can go outside.
Yeah. First of all, it took us a long time to taxi once we landed at JFK. Then we were in a line to get to the gate to get off the plane. So long story short, by the time we got to our next gate to leave for Amsterdam, they were already doing pre-boarding.
Which we get to pre-board with the dog.
So we were pretty much just right back in line. We got a chance to go to the bathroom. Salsa got another chance to try one of the pet bathrooms or pet relief
wanted
stations
nothing to
in
do
JFK.
with it. It was even worse than the one in Indianapolis.
Same situation. So now we're looking at leaving on our plane at about 6 o'clock Eastern. So she's gone about 9 hours without going to the bathroom. So just to keep you updated on that. So our second flight was a lot more comfortable. It was a much bigger plane. We were actually sitting in the middle of 4 seats, and then there were 2 seats on either side of us in the aisle.
And we take the bulkhead seat with the dog because yes, there's no seat in front of us, but there is a wall. So there's extra leg room for her to lay down and us to have our feet down. We can't stretch out our feet, but she lays, right in between the two of us kind of area. So she has plenty of room.
But still, with trying to accommodate that, we were still sitting there with our fingers crossed, hoping that we get somebody who likes dogs sitting next to us.
Praying.
And we lucked out. There was a very nice gentleman that sat next to us that was a helicopter pilot.
Yeah.
And he worked out of Palm Springs, Florida, I think.
Well, no, he
was flying.
He was from South Africa, but he had been in West Palm
Springs.
Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, Florida.
Yes.
And was heading back to South Africa.
He had another 11-hour flight after our flight we were on that was, 8 hours or something like that. Yeah. So... and he was told by his company he's going to have to do it again in October. So, but he was very nice to Salsa and really liked Salsa. And it's funny because he and one of the flight people in Indianapolis, they took pictures of her. Yes. So they would have pictures of her too. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then we had another gentleman who's across the aisle from me. Didn't speak very much, but he enjoyed smiling at Salsa whenever she looked at him.
Yeah.
So that flight was much different, and in fact, Salsa actually fell asleep.
Yeah.
That part of it. So, and this is only the second plane she's ever been on because she's about 3.5 years old. So
and she's not a great traveler. She kind of pants a little bit and gets a little anxious, but she did really, really well.
And for anybody else who's ever landed in Amsterdam, it was about 2 a.m. I think Eastern time that we landed, which is about 8 o'clock their time. And we felt like we probably taxied in the airplane across the entire city of Amsterdam. It just went on and on and on and on, and then we finally pulled into some place, and there was not a place for Salsa to go to the bathroom because they don't have pet relief stations.
Yeah, they don't have pet relief stations.
So we had to get through.
Right outside the airport is all concrete.
We had to get through customs and get checked in, and then we had to get our baggage. To come out, I was trying to think if there. Oh, well.
And then we had to wait on
from the plane to the baggage area was like, I don't know how many mile hike that was, but it took us a long time to get over to there. Fortunately, when we got our baggage, where the shuttle bus was going to pick us up was like right outside.
Yeah, it was like right outside the door.
So that was pretty easy. We had to check Salsa through.
Yeah.
And I remember.
Oh, yeah.
They have a little exit door that we had to go through, and Kasey went through with Salsa, and then all of a sudden it started sirens going and red lights going and everything else, and I'm like standing there, and there's nobody around to help me, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get through these doors. Well, it wasn't me.
It was me.
She needed to move further along
because apparently I
the doors
stopped
would
too
open.
Close, and it blocked him from going, so I had to go further.
So that gets us to waiting for the hotel shuttle, and that's where we're going to end this video, because technically that's another day, because it was now Monday.
Yes.
At 9 o'clock a.m. local time in Amsterdam. So to hear how long Salsa actually went without going to the bathroom, you're going to have to watch the next video.
Stay tuned.
And if you don't want to miss that, you need to subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button down at the bottom. Also, bookmark our website at emptynestadventures.tv. And also, if you're on Facebook, follow us on Facebook with the same name.
And keep up with our adventure.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.